How's it, everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Patrick with O'Day Orchids. So I'm going to be showing you guys a quick update of where my nursery is right now. It's the last video that I've just posted a few days ago. That one I filmed actually a few weeks ago. I just wanted to get that out there. That was right before we had all the flooding that happened on the North Shore over here on Oahu. So I just want to give you an update. We got a bunch of rain coming in this week as well. They got a flash flood watch as well. So hopefully we're okay. Keep our fingers crossed. But so this is where we're at right now. It's a little different than the last time I showed you guys. So you can see where we're at right now. Let me fix the camera a little bit. I brought a bunch of bottles again. I was trying to sell these actually at the Tolumnias show, but they canceled the Tolumnias show because of the flooding they had on the North Shore. But I just wanted to show you this plant right now. So today is the 4/7. If you look at this right here, I did the final replate on this one 12/5, and this is what it looks like. So I'll probably sow the seeds maybe I want to say like August, September of last year. But this is what it looks like right now. All these roots coming out. So all these plants need to come out. I got all these bottles over here. I even got hundreds of more bottles at home I got to take out as well. You can see that we filled up the certified area. Let's go take a look over here. So I am certified to ship now. That's one of the things that I got. So these are our Tolumnias, actually Rhodromnias. Most of these are Rhodromnias that you see right here. So you can kind of see what we got going on. So in a few months, these should be hopefully growing out pretty good. I got some Minianum as well, Vanda Minianum, Vanda Grayi as well over here. I'll be having some more other plants as well. Just to give you guys a little update of where we're at. So I've got, you know, thousands of Rhodromnias coming up. So these are all from the Puanani breeding line. Gavin. He's a really nice guy, Gavin. I used to see him at the San Francisco Orchid Show all the time when we used to do that show back in the day. But yeah, look at, you know, we got a lot of good stuff coming up. So these trays right here, there's about 160. And then these ones right here with the bigger pots, the 2-inch pots, there's about 120 plants in each one of those. So you can kind of count how much plants we got coming up over there in those ones. I'll just swing over here real quick. This is one of my favorite dendrobiums. I don't know if you guys know it, but check that out. Well, it's pretty cool. I really like this one. I tried to make seed on this last year, it didn't take. So these ones usually only bloom from the bare stalks, but it's actually blooming from stalks that have leaves as well. So you don't want to cut off the old canes on these plants. But yeah, check that out. Dendrobium begins with an A. If you know the name, put it in the comments. Pretty cool. Check that out. There's another Rhodromnia right here. This is called Lava Rock. Here you go. Okay, here's one of my, I know I get a bunch of all-time favorites, but this is one of my favorites. It's a Jewel Box, Dark Waters. Check that out. It's kind of at the tail end of its life right now. But yeah, check that out. And I got a new all-time favorite I want to tell you guys about. This is one of the plants I got from Fred Clark. But it's, check that one out. That's Laelia anceps. It's a species. variety feathered. A lot of people would think, oh, that plant looks virus. Look at the petals, look at the color breaks. But this is how this plant is. So this is actually an awarded clone called the Clown. It has an AM from the American Orchid Society. Pretty cool. I really like that one. The flower is huge too, you know. And look how big my hand is, you know. It's a big flower. So my kids were doing a bunch of crosses over here with the Tolumnias. So this is a new one I got from my friend Mel. Look at that plant right there. It's a pretty chunky plant. Look at the spike on that. And then it comes over here. A lot of the flowers are dead because we put seeds on it. We're making seed there, but yeah, look at that flower. It was so beautiful when it didn't have seed pods on it. There's an awarded one right here. This has a CR from the Honolulu Orchid Society. Did a bunch of crosses with this Maxillaria. I think this is called Maui Coconut. Yeah, it's called Maui Coconut. I think it's a cross with Maxillaria tenafolia with Sanguinea. You know, Sanguinea used to be kind of common. Used to see it around a bunch, but you don't see it too often now. It's kind of hard to get. Some more. This is actually another Anceps in bloom. So the Anceps in, well, how's that bird? You hear him? Okay, so the Anceps over here, we usually, well, I don't get the long spikes. I think it has something to do with the temperature over here because we're a lot warmer. I'm only like 30 feet above the sea level over here, but yeah, the spikes are always short for me over here. All right, so that's that right there. I think I didn't have these tables or those hanging plants over there last time. We'll go over there afterwards. So I was mentioning that storm that we had, so we had to throw away I want to say about over 2,000 plants that look like they're kind of getting a little bit of rot on them. So we threw them away. You know, we don't try to save them, we just throw them away over here because, you know, it can spread to the other plants. But so this is where we're at right now. We'll probably get this filled up pretty quick over here as well. You can see the certified area all filled up. This is a pretty cool cross right here. Look at that one. Cool shape, nice color. And over there, I got like a Vanda coming up. Doesn't look very healthy, the Vanda. But yeah, we threw away all this empty spots over here. It's like plants that we threw away. Yeah, so if it has like spots on it, it's like we just dump it. You know, we got so much plants coming up. You know, we just, you know, better to replace it than it to spread to another plant. We got the Cattleyas in bloom. There's that Vanda right here. Robert's Delight. So my next thing I'm gonna be doing over here, I'll be changing the shea cloth. I'm gonna try to go a little bit darker. You see my plants, they get a little reddish tinge to it. They're growing really fast, but I want a little bit more green. So I'll go a little bit darker with the shea cloth. Yeah, look at that. Especially a darker shea cloth for like the seedlings. The older plants can handle, but the seedlings probably a little bit darker. All right, so keep continuing on over here. Like I said, I'll have a bunch more flasks. Probably next week, I'll probably have like triple the amount of bottles. I'll probably just be taking them out. I know we're going to be having lots of rain, so I'll probably do that during when it's just raining. Here we are, continue on down here. Some more hanging plants. A little darker area over here. It's a bunch of my hanging them on a stick. So a lot of the Rhodromnias I'm throwing on here. I just threw them on there, so they're a little dehydrated. It's gonna take them a little while to, I've seen some new roots coming out. on some of them and stuff, and new growth. So yeah, look at, you can see the roots already starting to come out right there. That's the next area. I'll probably smooth that out in the next couple of days. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. I know I got a little sunburn over there on that one. So we're gonna continue on down here. I'm probably gonna make these areas covered so I can grow some Phalaenopsis. I'm gonna try to get into the novelty type phales as well as some of the different standards. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Thank you for watching. The next video I'm gonna put on in a few days is going to be showing the first day that I came over here to this property when it was like overgrown. So I'm gonna do like, so what I want to do is I want to do like a weekly update, and then also have in between that weekly update kind of showing you the steps I took to get to where I'm at right now with the nursery over here. So I'll show you like videos from growing in the backyard, flasking. I'm gonna show you how to do my flasking, and then also show you when I was just growing in my backyard, like, you know, I had a bunch of tables back there that I was growing. You know, that's how I started. So I think it'd be kind of cool you guys to see that. And then when I came over here, how my sons, my wife, and I kind of cleared this area out and made it look at what it looks like right now. Like I said, we're gonna try to expand out some more over there. Jaden is starting to clear over there, so we'll probably go that way as well in the next few months. We got the poles already. We got the shea cloth, so we're ready to go. It's just a matter of just putting the time in, but we also got to repot. We got so much plants to repot. So the next goal, the next month, is to kind of fill this all up and hopefully get a few more tables, plus a bunch more hanging plants. That's like nothing. I want to have like almost like half that area over there hanging plants, you know, hanging on wood. So that's all Kiave wood that I'm using to mount the orchids on. And it's really good wood. It's really hard wood. So, and then the termites don't seem to go after it as much as some of the other types of wood. But all right, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey. I'll see you on the next video.